Oh, here we go. Dogecoin, that's a graphics card. Cute. Where's my audio? Hello? Is there a different link? Did my audio just die? What's happening? You see if the main E3 stream has audio. Actually, let me just chat. They're saying audio. Pal World. Okay. Yeah, okay, there's just no audio on it. So what is this bullshit? I don't... Oh, closed captioning. That's really annoying. Damn, dude. That's unfortunate. How do you forget to turn on audio? Yeah, look at this chat. 90 minutes earlier. E3 stream has audio? Okay. Let me grab that. I closed it out like right away.
Glad you were able to finance this year's PC gaming show by, you know, selling all those black market graphics cards you've been hoarding.
Ah, yes, a crime with absolutely no real-world consequences. Hey, Frankie, wait a minute. Is that a 65-ton catapult mech model CPL?
The only thing I sort of expect to show up, and I hope this year, is Killing Floor 3.
Had immaculate taste. It most certainly is.
I can't wait for this year's significantly more weaponized PC gaming show to go off without a hitch. Which reminds me, Debbot, can you run a quick hitch scan?
Yes, Sean. Of course, Sean. Running hitch scan.
Definitely wasn't a hitch already.
I also want to warmly welcome someone new to the crew. Mika Burton, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and look forward to bringing all of you fresh new PC games.
I should have ran that before the stream.
Hitch scan complete. 0 hitches found presently or in 13,908,665 possible futures.
Hooray!
But it's not about the future, it's about the past.
So what's the plan, Cap?
Well, Frankie, Debbot's gonna send you the coordinates for your first target, now.
Yeah, I think she used to be employed by Rooster Teeth. I remember that name.
Or any number of amazing new computer games to beam down to the fine people on Earth.
Mission received.
Now, this is gonna continue until all the targets are acquired and our mission is completed smoothly and without a hitch. Isn't that right, Debbot?
Yes, no hitches located, Sean. Not a single hitch in sight.
Former RT staff.
But first, let's teleport down to the stage to check in on E3 happenings.
It's kind of surprising how many people from Rooster Teeth end up like either involved in E3, covering it or whatever. Like the kind of funny guys, Greg Miller used to. I don't know if they're still part of Rooster Teeth or not. They had Bruce Green doing some E3 stuff.
Planet Earth.
Oh, great to be back, right? Am I right?
One of my favorite planets in the whole galaxy.
Get around.
It's all right.
And thank God that teleporter was conveniently built just out of frame of camera. Mika, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2021. It feels great to be back on a live stage once again. Over the next 90 minutes,
looking
we're
stage.
bring you a showcase of some of the most exciting upcoming PC titles with world premieres and exclusive interviews.
And if dozens of new trailers wasn't enough for you guys, later in the show, we are going to tell you how to win a custom Mech Warrior 5 themed
Whoa.
PC powered by Intel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
Now, make sure to keep out a special look for a special promo code throughout the show from Humble Bundle, during which you can get a ticket to get Civilization 6 Platinum Edition for just $10.
Whoa, what a deal.
We're gonna kick things off with Nautica Blade Point, probably the most original entry in the Battle Royale genre this year. Let's go!
Coupons. Oh, this looks kind of cool. This is a BR game? Most popular playtest on Steam? Really? Well, it had me until they showed combat. I think I remember seeing. I think this was at a previous E3 or showcase of some sort. I briefly remember this. Nice. The open beta. Wow. What the fuck is that? It's probably the most badass chainsaw I've ever seen.
You are watching the 2021 PC Gaming Show, and I am the new cloud-based stepbot. I am streaming from GeForce Now, NVIDIA's cloud gaming service that connects PC gamers like you to their own library of games, purchased from digital stores like Steam and the Epic Games Store. Coming up, Dying Light 2, Orcs Must Die 3, but first,
spoilers
for Humble Games, Dodgeball Academia, and be sure to check out GeForce Now.
My Dodgeball Academia.
PC, Mac,
Hey, Creeper, thanks, man.
Android, Chromebook, and iOS.
Yeah, Dying Light 2 is a big hit. I'm surprised it wasn't at Microsoft. It was before. In the years past. World premiere.
Finally, I've made
Whoa.
it. My time is now. I will become the best player the school has ever seen. Dodgeball Academia, here I come.
Dodgeball's really taken off, huh? Because they have Knockout City out, which people say is pretty decent, actually. And now this. Making a comeback. Whoa, his head came off. Who's Kamehameha?
Make sure to check out Dodgeball Academia out soon from Humble Games. Ooh, that was sweet. Don't you agree, DevBot?
Sure, whatever you say, Sean. I agree with whatever you say.
I'm sensing a little bit of resentment there, buddy. Has something rusted your ports?
Nothing. I am happy to play second fiddle to a captain as charming and handsome as you. I have also definitely not dedicated multiple cores to computing revenge plans in a range of lethalities.
Great!
This is actually just me and BotThunder all the time.
New target acquired, Cap. It looks like Chivalry 2 with a special word from Steve Piggott, CEO and creative director of Torn Banner Studios.
Yeah, I kind of figured this would get a...
Hey guys, Steve Piggott, founder of Torn Banner Studios and creative director on Chivalry 2, which just launched 5 days ago. I'm so happy to be here at the PC Gaming Show. Chivalry 2, if you don't know, is a first-person slasher, which is like the first-person
metal
shooter.
on it.
Except instead of guns and grenades, you've got swords, battle axes, longbows, and players are fighting it out on these huge 64-player battlefields. It's all about creating those epic sword-fighting duels that you see in...
This is more Killing Floor music.
And also that huge clash, the Battle of the Bastards.
Killing Floor Chivalry crossover?
So the post-launch support plan is going to look like a mixture of mid and massive level content updates.
Oh, we're jamming.
This year. One of the things we're most excited about is taking it to different eras in the medieval period. Before we've done the early period, now we're going closer to the later period in the upcoming update where you're going to get a bit more refined medieval armors and refined atmospheres that you can then go in and tarnish it and smear blood all over. But we really want to take players into different experiences and make each of our maps its own game mode and make it something that medieval army would actually do when they go into a space. And when you come across these pristine,
Song's a jam. Oh my god, I didn't know what it is.
You get to tear it all down and cause it's a canvas for your destruction.
Tripwire presents Chivalry 2. Yeah, it doesn't fit the game at all, but it's definitely a jam. Premium purchase.
It's the game that got us onto the scene and started the...
Ooh, that map looks nice.
It's the game
I never got to play that one.
Us so much further. With the post-launch plan for Chivalry 2, the game at launch is a foundation. It's intentionally been built to be extended.
It's not just out and done. We're going to support it a lot with post-launch content.
They did support the first game for a long time.
Post-launch,
Galliard is going to take
cabbage cart.
the high medieval
Yes, the cabbage
times, or
cart.
the late medieval times.
It really captures the Agathian ideals of being this like noble, rich, wealthy place where the prosperous live.
You're gonna feel like you're sieging.
No, I just started.
If it was on a port
10 minutes ago.
ships could dock into.
Done like 2 games.
Up a couple ships, which is fun. We've got a ton of weapons coming in at launch, but there'll be more and more added to it post-launch as well.
A new fighting style is really going to change up the experience and change how you
Yeah, it's a cool
fight
map.
everyone. Post-launch content is something that we're going to be working on for a long time.
The game is really going to at least double in size for free.
Free content. Cool. I mean, maybe in a couple months I'll check it out again. I mean, that's the biggest problem with it. So once you play the maps a couple dozen times, they're not super exciting.
Make sure to stick around to find out how you could win a custom Mech Warrior PC from our friends at Intel.
Like the art style. Little cat on the roof. Just overcooked or something? Ramen. Got a ramen sign. It's got some cheese. What's he making? No egrets. What in the world is this? Like Splatoon? Food-based Splatoon food fight? What am I watching? More dodgeball. Oh, showing off during Jeff's show? Gotcha. Ramen. That's a name. It looks like it could be fun. I feel like I've seen like 10 different game modes, but... You got tattoos? Ramen. No women allowed.
Hi, my name is Piotr Szymanek. I'm narrative director in Dying Light 2.
Ooh, Dying Light 2.
Today, especially for the viewers of the PC Gaming Show, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Dying Light universe. So, stay tuned.
Okay.
Every tragedy begins somewhere. This one started with a virus that escaped from Haran, the city we met in the first part of the game, and it reached the whole world, including the city where Dying Light 2 takes place. Remember January 6, 2025. That day, later known as Black Monday,
coming out
the
January 6, 2025.
Chemicals to be dropped on the city. It was a mistake, a huge mistake. The chemicals mixed with water penetrated the soil, killing plants, turning most people into bloodthirsty monsters. Don't think of them as zombies though. They are more like half-alive, suffering people who attack everything that lives as a result of their pain and rage.
So zombies.
Those who survived the chemical raid took refuge on...
Don't think of them as zombies, but they're
has
zombies.
Been born in the city. People live on rooftops, monsters in the streets. Nobody in their right mind would dare to come down.
Dying Light 2 looking mad good.
Let's say
Wow,
almost.
what a tweet.
The exception is the main character of Dying Light 2, Aiden. But why is he braver than others? How did he develop such a unique parkour and combat skills? Believe me guys, I would gladly answer all these questions, but I'm not here to spoil it for you. Let me tell you one thing.
Same nightmare haunts me every night. I'm locked up with other kids. I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every day. Over and over. Looking for something he couldn't find. The worst part was that he did the same to my sister. I'll never forget her scream when they separated us. What could I do? They had rifles, and we were 5 years old. And there was a fire, explosions, chaos. I got away. Soldiers took me out of the city, but my sister stayed there. My Mia. I left her.
We meet Aiden as one of the many children undergoing mysterious medical research. The last thing Aiden remembers from that time is extreme pain, then a fire, and a little girl that was being tested with him. Her name was Mia. She was his sister. What happened next after the fire? Is Mia still alive? The following years haunted Aiden with these questions and with guilt over leaving her. Moreover, Mia is the only answer to the question who Aiden really is. Now in 2036, we meet Aiden when, for the first time during his pilgrimage, he finds a clue about how to find his sister. Aiden's path to the truth is tough, full of challenges and adventures. The difficult choices to make as well as their consequences await you. You're going to discover them.
Oh, Mia's definitely evil for sure.
December 2021.
December 7th. That's so much sooner than January 6th, 2025. Wow. I moved it up a whole 3.5 years. Ooh. Oh, wait, that's in-game gear.
Ooh, that was dying.
So that's a pretty cool outfit to actually own if you get it for pre-order.
Spooky.
Whew, well, we are here back
A little
on
less
the
cool.
E3 stage so we can get closer to your comments and reactions to what you're seeing on this year's PC Gaming Show.
That is right, Sean. So you out there, keep your comments coming in. And as you're watching this year, we want to get your input on a subject that Sean and I are pretty passionate about, PC building. So this year, we've put a number of prototype PCs based on MechWarrior 5, but we're only going to manufacture one of them. And you get to pick which custom design becomes our flagship PC for this year's PC Gaming
Number
Show,
5, easy.
powered by the 11th gen Intel Core i9 processor.
That is correct. Each of the prototype PCs that you see before you on the screen are paired with one of the 6 factions of MechWarrior 5. The Free Worlds League, the Draconis Combine, the Federated Sons, the Compelling Confederation, and more.
So cast your vote now for which faction and
Got more forward-facing cannons.
you want to win, and help us pick the best design.
I'm currently personally pulling for the Draconis Combine because, as you can see by my beautiful patch, I'm the biggest fan of MechWarrior 5 on the PC Gaming Show.
Well, all right. Well, we'll check in later to see which group survives this MechWarrior showdown. But for now, let's check in with our very own mech pilot, Frankie Ward, who went on a special mission to get a closer look at Sega and Amplitude Studios' upcoming strategy game, Humankind.
In Humankind, you will be creating a civilization.
This game still doesn't come out.
As you are. And speaking of unique, it's me, Frankie Ward. Looking kind of good, don't you?
Oh, she's actually in the game now?
Wondering how I got into the game? Let me show you.
I guess that's why it keeps getting in the PC gaming shows.
Are you ready to play against me? Oh, you think you can beat me? Posture all you like. I've seen worms with more impressive empires.
Man, this would be so cool if Age of Empires 4 wasn't coming out. Or any other game. The game's out now? Or wait,
to play against
I'm not even paying attention.
in the Humankind closed beta, starting now.
Oh, the beta's out now. Got it. Sega. This looks like a Devolver trailer. Alawar. Oh, Twitch drops for beta? For like beta access? I really wasn't paying attention. Oh. Ooh, what if My Pager 2 showed up? What if that game got a The sequel would be nutty. In the Valley of Gods? True. What happened in that game? Oh yeah, Valve bought the studio and then just did nothing with them. Alright, that's what happened to them. Yeah, Pedro's the giant talking banana. And the skateboard. They always run. Do they?
Thank you for watching the PC Gaming Show. My name is DevBot, your cloud-based artificial intelligence, and while it could be lonely without a physical body, I am streaming to you from GeForce Now, where you can play hit games like Rocket League and Apex Legends on nearly any device.
Do they have to do this every 10, 15 minutes?
Games and new titles added every GFN Thursday. There's something for everyone and always something new. Coming up, a special word from Valve. But first, Orcs Must Die 3.
Valve. Half-Life 3. Orcs Must Die 3, Half-Life 3. It makes sense. Think about it.
Hey!
Oh, is it Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy? Wow, what's he doing here? Whoa, it's the Guardians.
Well, it's about time.
Joining me to talk about Orcs Must Die 3 from Robot Entertainment is design director Jerome K. Jones. Welcome, Jerome.
Thanks, Sean. Glad to be here.
So, for anyone who's never seen an Orcs Must Die game, what is the Orcs Must Die series?
Oh, they're saving Killing Floor 3 for the one last thing, you know?
3 is a third-person tower defense game. So basically, there are tons of orcs and bad guys trying to get into these rifts, and the player has to stop them. We give players tons of weapons and traps and tools to do this, and while you're defending the rifts, you can play solo, or you can invite a friend and play co-op.
Now, since this is the third game in the series, what's new compared to the previous two titles?
There are 2 new campaigns, but the main new story campaign
Never played Orcs Must Die.
25 years after
It seems like a fun tower defense game.
Not only will the fans be able to catch up on any new developments with the Order, but
Would
they
exceed
will
the previous
also
years, yeah.
place some new heroes in our all-new war scenarios, which are these new massive levels where you fight hundreds of orcs on the battlefield.
More recognizable names.
Of the fortress themselves. So you're
In terms
fighting
of
indoors
games getting
and
announced.
outdoors, which is pretty new. We have a new mode called Scramble. It's basically adding random elements against the player, making the levels more challenging.
I want to know about the toys. What are the new weapons and the new traps that are coming?
We added war machines and war guardians. So a war machine is like, there are these massive traps, like you might release a giant tornado on the battlefield, or you'll climb into a catapult and you'll fire at giant orc armies. And then the war guardians are it's like putting other war mages on the battlefield with you to fight with you, except they have their own attacks and their own special abilities.
Well, I gotta ask then, when and where can we play Orcs Must Die 3?
So OMD3 is coming out on July 23rd on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and pre-orders start today. So you should rush off to Steam now and put OMD3 on your wish list.
Well, thank you so much for
putting on the wish list is not pre-ordering it.
Once again,
it was bad marketing.
4 weeks to wait for Orcs Must Die 3. For now, though, it's time for us to take a look at Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Hi. Premium purchase.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are here. morning, sweetie. Halsey.
Where could they be?
Halsey, get out here.
Whoa, she's gone. She's just gone.
You come for me and mine. But first, you need to find us. All I want is to be with my little girl. Is that so much to ask?
I have no idea what I just watched. I also never played the original Masquerade. Empire of the Masquerade. I mean, this is connected somehow. Oh, hey.
Hello, this
is
is
this?
Cern from Passion Public Games. We are a Malaysian
Kaiju battle fight?
game studio working on Gigabash, a
Gigabash.
multiplayer arena brawlers inspired by kaijus and heroes. Today, we'd like to showcase some new and exciting gameplay footage.
Those are a lot smaller
Full-size
than
characters in action. Please
Kaiju would be.
enjoy the brawl.
Look at him go. I want to be the big white marshmallow thing. Whoa! Wow, he's so much bigger. What? Do the other ones get level ups? Whoa, he's gone.
Let's check out a trailer for Lemnis Gate and make sure you hang around afterwards for the developer interview with Sean.
Mankind is
facing total annihilation.
We stand on the verge of extinction.
Did you say Lemon's gay?
Spreading across the globe.
Humanity's last living generation.
a major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope for our future.
The project known as the Lemnis Gate.
But if we are to survive,
Lemnis Gate.
first, we must go back. 3,
Is this Prey?
2, 1.
Let's go.
Turn-based combat strategy FPS taking place in a time loop. So it's multiplayer for Moon Crush. Wow.
You have only one mission.
Just the suits reminded me of
The
Prey.
Lemnis Gate.
Yo, is that Pathfinder?
Joining us to talk about Lemnis Gate is the game director from Rat Loop Games Canada. It's James Anderson. Thanks for joining us, James.
Hi, Sean. It's great to be here.
Now, let's begin by asking, what the heck is a first-person shooter turn-based strategy game?
The entire game is set inside of a 25-second time loop. So instead of playing continuously, you'll play for 25 seconds turn by turn. So for example, I'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds, and then you'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds. And then we, turn by turn, layer new characters into the same 25-second time loop. So for example, I may run down a hallway and throw a grenade, killing one of your operatives.
It's interesting. I don't know if it'd be fun.
You may intercept my operative before he threw the grenade.
Time loop chess.
Retrieve XM, seek and destroy, classic deathmatch, and we have a game mode called Domination.
Can you walk me through a little bit of like what a few turns at the start of a round looks like?
You can see the board, you can see the time loop, everything that's happening. And then we both get time to like observe, plan, and then execute our moves.
When and where can we play it?
So Lemon's Gate will be launching.
I really want to watch like
It's
two people that really know what they're doing in this game play against each other.
And we're coming up to a open beta in July. The game will launch on PC and console, both current and next-gen platforms.
Thank you so much for joining us, James Anderson.
Like, how do you win?
Genre-bending, first-person shooter, turn-based strategy game.
It sounds like whoever goes second just is always going to win.
We're not the only one marooned in the stars out here. Coming up next, let's take a look at Next Space Rebels.
By winning, yes.
No Man's Land has a technical term.
You don't lose. Oh, it's Kerbal Space Program.
Means, my friends, that space is for everyone. And I mean everyone!
Next Space Rebels.
Cool. It's like a less sophisticated Kerbal Space Program.
It's alive! It's alive!
Kerbal Space Program Jackass Edition. Whoa, the money.
You up for it? Then come on in.
You guys just saw Next Space Rebels. And hey, if you play enough of that game, maybe you'll get good enough at building rockets to join us up in orbit. But don't do anything illegal like Day 9 did. Last break, we set up our Intel and MechWarrior 5 custom PC contest and asked you guys at home to vote for the winners. Well, we're just down to 3 houses now, with Davion, Russell Haig, and Liao being eliminated. So rip to those factions, press F to pay respects, etc., etc. Now that means that we only have 3 houses left: Karita, Steiner, and Merrick. So make sure to vote now, because the winner will determine the build of the custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So let's keep the show moving. And next up, it's a brand new medieval RPG. This is War Tales.
Red's just gonna win because red. Right? Yo, I got a free drop.
100 years have passed since the rise of the Edoran Empire. And its untimely demise following the Great Plague. In these troubled times of quarreling factions and outlaws roaming the land, work is not scarce for a band of
Chivalry 2.
The stories of this age have been recorded. They are known as the War Tales.
Seemed cool until they went to this view, and I lost interest. Oh, exciting. Oh. Big boy.
That was the debut of War Tales, an open-world RPG from Shiro Games about leading a mercenary troop on a sprawling adventure. And speaking of mercenaries, our battle for the best custom PC based on MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries continues. We'll be back live on stage soon, so make sure you keep voting for the PC build you like the most, and head over to PCGamer.com/IntelMW5.
You guys remember when Microsoft came out and just the
How about
trailer,
another game
the
announcement?
trailer,
This
the
is
trailer, the
E3
trailer, the
after
trailer.
all.
Good
And
times.
this year's PC gaming show is so full of games set in space, it's starting to feel a little crowded up there. But the next game we have to show you is very special. It is the world-exclusive reveal of Ixion, a deep settlement management game set in the stars. In Ixion, you struggle to maintain a space station, stockpiling resources, managing external and internal threats, and rescuing the survivors of other failed expeditions. We think this will be a brilliant entry into the genre when it releases. So here is your first look at Ixion.
I just always find it like really annoying whenever they describe a game, like right before they show you the trailer. Just show me the trailer. Come talk about it afterward. Premium purchase.
The Earth, our home. She is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater.
Old Troy Baker.
We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny.
I'm fine with cinematic trailers for a lot of stuff, but more so on like the AAA side of things.
Pushing further into the unknown.
For like an indie game I've never heard of from a studio I don't know, I need to see
There's
gameplay.
hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it, I give you the stars. I give you the Vol engine.
Whoa. Put a countdown in your time. Bold. Bold move. Whoa. They blew up the moon. Or loan sales. This looks neat. I don't know what it is, but the art style really reminds me of Little Nightmares. I mean, obviously not as dark and spooky, but Fortune Tides. I don't know what you do in that game, but it seemed okay.
Sean, what if for one segment I was the lead and you were my sidekick?
What? Who's ever heard of a human sidekick?
There are plenty of human sidekicks, Sean. Building list of known human sidekicks. Alex Vance,
No. I mean human sidekicks to robot heroes. Can you compute that, DevBot?
DevBot cannot compute. There is no known precedent set for human sidekick to robot lead.
Yeah, there you go.
Human sidekick, robot lead.
DevBot, I think it's time for a hard reboot.
Rebooting Half-Life?
Frankie, can you take over while I sort this out?
Aye, aye. Let's take a look at the next game reveal.
Nope. Never mind. Nope. Premium purchase. Man, the reboot of Half-Life looks still interesting now. They really changed things, huh? You just force people to get together? Shipping random characters, the game. Everyone shut up. Is there any more? Never mind. Oh, this is just for Killing Floor 2, not 3. My heart almost got so excited.
Your favorite recurring bit of a robot, make sure to head over to GeForceNow.com to grab a priority membership trial.
That was also like the quickest little special trailer I've done for a Killing Floor update. They just really don't care about 2 anymore.
High-performance gaming with RTX on.
Maybe next year.
Special offers only available for a limited time. Still more to come, including Jurassic World Evolution 2, Silt, and a word from Valve. But first, the captain of
I
our
really play on Sword from Valve. I mean, it's not going to lead to anything because it's Valve, but
from Piranha Games to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I'll be taking notes.
Ah, DevBot, I love you so much more as a voice without a body. Let's talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, and joining us to do so from Piranha
MechWarrior 5, never heard of it.
Community Manager Darren Katz. Thanks so much for joining us, Darren.
Yo, it's Gabe.
Great to be here. Now, the MechWarrior universe is gigantic.
Yeah, they just...
I even played MechWarrior 2 back in 1990.
It'd be pretty crazy if they did.
Where does MechWarrior 5 sit in the space?
Yeah, obviously there's a very rich legacy of games that go way back. But in particular, MechWarrior 5 pays homage to MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. But it has all this modern design and technology that I'm super excited to talk about with you today.
Well, let's start at the real basics of what makes being in a mech and doing mech-on-mech combat awesome.
You become a part of your machine.
Oh, has this game been out for a long time?
It's not just a matter of pointing and shooting at everything. You're also managing your systems, whether you're, shooting a lot of energy weapons.
Mech on mech combat. Oh my god.
Well, you got to manage your heat so that you don't shut down in the middle of a battle. And when you're facing your foes, you can salvage these battle mechs. So if you see a mech that you want, well, you might not want to destroy it completely. You might want to take out its leg, take out its arm weapons so that the pilot has to eject, and then you can just take the mech.
Now, in the last few weeks, I understand that there's been a whole lot of new content, both updates to the base game and a new DLC, Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Talk to me about what's in the DLC.
I mean, it's cool that devs are supporting their games years after launch.
About all this stuff. There's the new career mode. When you start with the DLC, you can import your campaign previously if you'd like to. or you can start over from scratch and start from any of the.
It's weird it's getting like this much attention at the PC Gaming Showcase, but
through the galaxy from there. There's, speaking of paths, there's new career paths which earn you powerful upgrades.
I was a MechWarrior 5 fan, you know,
really exciting
going crazy.
Feature for me. And there's a new procedural mission type called Beachhead. This is a big one for me. Beachhead is basically you're clearing an enemy base landing zone for your invasion force. So as you land on the planet, you're wanting to take out satellite installations so that the enemy can't communicate with each other. You're taking out artillery emplacements. You're basically clearing the path, as I said, for your invasion force, which leads to a really cool ending of the mission if you succeed as your invasion force comes down. And there's a new biome called Extrasolar Moon, which, you know, that's maybe kind of represented in the image behind
maybe it was like
It's
early
a
access
cool
in 2019.
type setting that we haven't had before. And then there's a
Yeah,
lot
like a
of new
proper release not long ago or
and
something.
weapons, things like electronic countermeasures and other electronic equipment like Beagle.
Came out on Epic initially. Ah, yeah, that'll do it too.
Like a turbo boost for mechs, new weapons like chem lasers, mech rifles, and stream SRMs. So a lot of new content. I'm really excited about it.
Can you talk to me about what are the new different mechs? How do they play differently?
The 7 new chassis of the Vulcan, Dervish, Corsair, Marauder 2, Champion, Charger, and Hatamoto Chi. But a couple of my favorites.
Familiar names in there, yeah?
Yeah. So the first one I'll talk about is the Vulcan. It's a very unique mech. It's got the nickname the Scarecrow, which you'll see from the profile. It's just a very unique looking mech. There's nothing else like it in the franchise. It's a 40-ton mech. It's highly mobile, and typically it's used for reconnaissance or scout missions because of its mobility, so it can get in and out fast. You can, if you're looking for a specific target, if you're on an assassination.
Is this the same
for example,
song from
you get in
Chivalry?
there, find your target, get back out. Another mech that I'm super excited about, this is one of my favorites, is the Marauder 2. This thing is a 100-ton assault mech, and it is just huge beast.
The jams during this show have been crazy.
Terrifying to see it coming at you on the battlefield.
It's something we've talked about before. Modding. I know that MechWarrior 5 has a rich modding community. What are some of the amazing mods?
Turn up the jams.
There's simple modifications from HUD changes, changing colors, adding mechs, weapons, and equipment, to full conversion mods. We've got basically a mech commander mod in development that is just amazing. That's a top-down, real-time strategy game.
That's cool.
So really, anything you can imagine, somebody out there in the community is probably working on.
Where can people go to get MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Yeah, you can pick it up on Steam, GOG, Epic Game Store, Microsoft PC, and of course, Xbox.
Thank you so much, Darren Katz, for joining us to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. And of course, a warm thank you to MechWarrior 5 for sponsoring the PC Gaming Show and giving me this cool patch. Coming up next, let's take a look at Silt.
Ah, bring the tunes back. Yeah, I'll just find out what the song is when it gets copywritten on YouTube. What in the world is this? Underwater limbo? I'm the best. Oh, you can... Oh, what? Transfer your consciousness between animals? This game is my nightmare. Silt. Face your fears. It's not a fear, it's just a nightmare. I like the little bubble effect coming off the letters. It's cool. Confront my nightmares? Alright, I'll go back to sleep. This is Hello Neighbor, Secret Neighbor, whatever it's called. Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor has gone through like so many different changes in what the game originally was. Like every time I see it, it's a completely different game. I'm not surprised it did well enough to get a sequel at all. This like fits perfectly in that YouTube age range where like kids are just finding about YouTubers. I watch Minecraft and like Hello Neighbor and stuff. Does like extremely well in that space.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, game director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Following the incredible success of the first game, we are very excited to return to...
It's like how you never think about Roblox actually like being a big thing because you just don't ever see it or hear about it. And it's like one of the best-selling games of all time.
Alongside iconic characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Bryce Dallas Howard and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, we didn't see any Minecraft at Microsoft. I just realized.
Now out in the wild, and for the very first time,
no Minecraft today. It's crazy. They just had an update like 2 days ago.
Locations across the globe. Of course, it wouldn't be Jurassic World if it wasn't for the stars of the show, our dinosaurs, and we are thrilled to be bringing to life even more authentic species.
Well, maybe not like selling Roblox, but like how much they make.
And marine reptiles. So sit back and allow me to welcome you to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Roblox in Q1 of 2021. Just Q1 of this year made $387 million.
We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons.
In Q1 of this year, they made $400 million.
We played with genetics like it was a toy.
Minecraft kids don't watch E3. I mean, they don't know about it. She said.
Now,
like when I was a kid and found about like, E3 when it was on G4 back in the day. Oh my God, I was glued to it.
This is a very different world.
I thought when this came out, or like the first one came out, everyone hated it. I got like really bad reviews.
You just saw Jurassic World Evolution 2, and you know, after all your failed attempts at running a dinosaur park and getting all those people killed, I think this is finally going to be the one where you finally pull it off without a hitch. With a host of new features and new dinosaurs, this sequel from Frontier is an even deeper management with a brand new and original narrative. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam now for release later this year. Now, with all the games we've covered so far today, we're always curious to see what you are talking about. So far, it seems like the chatter on social media is all about War Tales, Nautica Blade Point, and unsurprisingly, Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. What? I have a feeling, though, that may change as we have plenty.
Who's talking about War Tales?
Let's now head on over to see what the folks at New Blood Interactive have cooking.
Yeah, this is definitely pre-recorded, scripted. New Blood. You got any rat jammers and shit? Oh, yeah. Sure. Any cat jammers and shit? Why is Dusk getting a trailer here? We hate money. We hate that money.
It just wouldn't be the PC gaming show without a fantastic new Blood Supercut. And joining us from New Zealand is New Blood CEO Dave Oshry. Hey, Dave!
Hey guys, thanks for having us back for another year. You know, what you just saw was what New Blood's got going on for 2021. Some stuff you might know about, some stuff you might not know about, and some stuff we're not ready to talk about just yet. But what I do want to talk about is Gloomwood. Gloomwood, as you know, is our next flagship title, inspired by great PC games like System Shock, Arx Fatalis, Call of
I've seen a bit on this circulating lately.
Dave, I'm sorry. That's really great, Dave. Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. We kind of need to hurry it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough time for our next video. We got an incoming message from Gabe Newell. So I guess goodbye for this year. I'm really sorry to cut you off, but see you next year.
What? I'm sorry, what? You're bumping me. You're bumping me for Gabe. Gabe, that Gandalf look, he doesn't even go here.
He doesn't even go here.
We've spent a year on this. Where is Gabe? Where is Gabe? Where is his boat? Yeah, take me to him. Take me to Gabe Newell. Gabe. Bull. PC Gamer. This isn't over.
I'm sure Dave is and will be fine. And if he's not, who cares? Because we have a special message from Gabe Newell. Take it away, Gabe.
This better be good.
Hi, this is Gabe Newell. I want to thank PC Gamer for all of the opportunities it gives us as developers to connect with gamers around the world and highlight the new and exciting projects we have coming.
Scripted.
One of those for us is Steam Next Fest, an event we're hosting in just a few days to give players a chance to try demos of upcoming games for free. We'll be featuring some of the demos you'll be seeing during this week's PC Gamer event and dozens more.
Why should they pay him for this?
Here's a look at just some of the titles to be featured during Steam Next Fest.
Welcome to Steam Next Fest, where we're showing a
Why should they pay him on Cameo for that, huh?
titles on Steam. During the week of the festival, developers from around
Tiny
the
Thor.
world release their demos for you to play.
Time to put on the gamer pants. Let's go.
Hey, it's Spike Vegeta.
So go explore the newest titles. From first-time devs to seasoned pros, this is Steam Next Fest.
Oh, fuck, some of those look pretty good.
Wow, that was a good build-up. World premiere. Some weeb shit. What is this? Anime Dark Souls. That's the name they went with? Oh, it's Anime Dark Souls. We'll use Soul in the name. Souls. Oh, okay. Nice.
Hello, Sean. I am Deadbot, dedicated to serving
No shame, hey.
every need.
They know what they're about.
Glad to have you back, Devbot.
You know, Sean, I wouldn't ever want anything to come between us.
Me neither? That's a weird thing to say.
Like a petty disagreement over hosting responsibilities, or all-out robot versus human war.
You know, it is time to look at some hardware. Here on the PC Gaming Show, you know we keep frame rates high and the rays accurately traced. Building and upgrading your rig is as much a part of the hobby as playing the games. We put our heart and soul into these machines,
hardware.
And if that means using enough RGB to light the Vegas Strip, who's to judge us? This year, with the help of PC Gamer's hardware editors, which I'm pretty sure they're just, weird brains in a jar, we've picked out 4 of the most exciting pieces of kit set to emerge from labs soon. First up, something fittingly sci-fi. The Impulse is a neurocontroller that aims to make you a better gamer by cutting out response times almost entirely. It's not quite Alex Vance's gravity gloves from Half-Life, nor is it quite up there with Gabe Newell's dream of a direct brain-to-game interface, but the Impulse is as close as we're going to get this year. The glove measures the signal traveling through muscles in your hand to beat your finger to the click. In theory, it's giving you the chance to nail that headshot precious milliseconds ahead of your opponent. If it works out, we could see a tech like this become commonplace in esports. And if it doesn't, let's hope our neurons at the very least remain unfried. Next up, you guys might be wondering what this chonky beast is. So allow me to introduce you to the Fanatec CSL DD wheelbase. Do you want to feel like you're really burning rubber at Daytona? Well,
how does that fit in a PC?
Serious force feedback wheel. Direct drive wheelbases gets you as close to the feel of a real racing machine without, having to huff gas and stuff like that. Historically, the problem with this tech has been the price, which has involved dropping real car money on your rig. So Fanatec aims to solve that. The CSL DD comes in at only $350, which still isn't exactly a bargain, but it's much cheaper than its competitors. And the CSL DD is already wowing diehard sim racers. It might be slight overkill to use it for Rocket League, though. Believe it or not, sometimes less really is more. If you want to play The Witcher 3 on the subway like we all do, you don't need to drag your tower along for the ride.
Play it on
Just
Switch.
use the One X player. A wave of more powerful processors have finally made handheld PC gaming a reality.
It's a PC Switch.
Inside this Switch-like machine, you've actually got an Intel Tiger Lake chip with Xe graphics. These mini machines are going to be cropping up more and more, so expect major advances still to come. Lastly, let's take a look at the Asus PG32UQX. Not the most catchy name for this gaming monitor.
$3,000.
But it's actually one of the sexiest PC.
They are putting the prices,
That's because
but I'm covering it up.
Comes with a mini LED
$3,000.
backlight featuring full local dimming. The result is a screen that's not only fast, but brighter than the sun. Stare at it long enough and you might not notice the $3,000 price tag. For those of you still left standing, it's time for more killer games, starting with Chaos Gate.
More games. Okay, well, wait, no. They said 90-minute show, so they got 30 minutes left. I thought they started at 5 for some reason, 5:30. Yeah, okay. 30 minutes. What is it? Robots and mechs and sharp, pointy things. Is this the Dark Souls of mech games? Chaos Gate. Demon Hunters. Oh, it's a Warhammer game. Got it. Warhammer has so many games. It's crazy.
You just got the chance to witness Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, the newest Warhammer 40k game from Frontier and Complex Games. If you're a fan of turn-based tactics, strategic-based management, brutal combat, or you're like me and are really hyped after watching these Astartes animation 100 times, make sure to wishlist Chaos Gate Demon Hunters on Steam now to get ready for the 2022 release. Next up, we have a trailer for Pioneer, a spooky and gorgeous-looking shooter that draws on the lineage of games like Stalker. Let's take a look.
But Stalker's getting a new release. We just saw Stalker 2 earlier.
Афганистан сильно изменил вас. Наверное, это тяжело нести на себе такое бремя. Испытывать бесконечную боль и терпеть ужаснейшие кошмары за весь тот хаос, который вы пережили. А вы ведь, как и многие другие, всего-навсего желали счастливой жизни, не так ли? Пожалуйста, не смотрите на меня, как на монстра. Я думаю, что я почти такая же, как и вы. Вы лучше скажите мне, а вы приняли условия острова? Какой ценой вы хотите обрести счастье?
That's an aggressive lean. I mean, the animations look better than they did in Stalker 2.
Строить новый рейд на могильник? Сейчас это невозможно. На На острове скоро вновь разгорится война. Истовики начнут замес бригады, и ни у кого из них больше не будет сил, чтобы нас поддерживать. Единственный выход для нас — начать собирать остатки вымпела. Слушай, жнец, далеко не все из наших товарищей погибли. Это невероятно суицидальная миссия, и для того, чтобы ее выполнить, нам нужны наши ребята. Да, они, возможно, не захотят.
I won't see Witchfire in E3 for a couple more years.
Понимаете? Я ведь никогда
They put out pretty regular like dev updates. Talk about the progress of the game.
не понимаете остров. Вы смотрите на меня и на других.
Seems like it's a long way out.
Но мы все всего лишь друг друга боимся. Поэтому нам так плохо. Поэтому нам так одиноко. Остров дал нам шанс создать новую прекрасную жизнь. И мы даже не пытаемся этим шансом воспользоваться.
Кто вы такие? Назовите себя!
Мы здесь, чтобы передать вам прощальное послание, товарищ Волков. Химическое оружие уже уехало в могиле. Теперь все, что вы делаете, просто тщетно.
Ах, вы поганые предатели.
Pioneer. You spelled pioneer wrong, but okay. Pioneer. I love Pioneer.
Time is running out to vote for which custom PC
Oh,
you'd
no.
like us to assemble. So vote now for one of the remaining MechWarrior factions by typing into chat wherever you at home are watching. All right,
Type
so
in
now
chat.
we've got another
Vote.
stack of brand new trailers for you, beginning with a special
You don't get
transition
to
from one of our
see what they look like, but you gotta vote.
space, EVE Online.
EVE Online. Oh my god. This is getting a trailer?
On behalf of Concord, I would like to welcome you to the EVE Online's Academy. Great job in surviving so far.
Why is this
What
getting a
amazed
trailer?
that you actually managed to get past those pirates earlier. You're about to take on an adventure like no other. This star cluster is filled with other capsuleers, and it's up to you if you work with them or against them. You can make a living as a peaceful explorer.
Well, I know it's not dead games. I hear about what happens in EVE all the time.
Of EVE's economy. If combat is your thing, you can work yourself up the ranks as an enforcer, or prove your prowess.
I feel like their actual jobs are like to infiltrate other companies inside of EVE.
We will lose many on the path of becoming a capsuleer, but I believe you have what it takes to become a capsuleer. In EVE Online, you forge your own path.
This is EVE. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it.
I'm the CEO of a...
There's some crazy stories about stuff that's happened in EVE.
We're a 5-man operation, and we specialize in manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk.
I want to be on the side of the people who are fighting against the oppression, against the bad guys, and it's like a project, and you're kind of putting the pieces together.
It's so much visual overload. I have no idea
Modules, and that ship basically is the
how you
dream.
figure out this UI.
You get to use cloaking devices, probes to scan down unknown parts of space. And there's always the threat of being discovered by another player who might be out hunting explorers.
Your heart's racing, everything, you know, bullets are flying, ships are all over the place, and you start shaking because your adrenaline's pumping because you're going to lose your ship.
Excel spreadsheets online, yeah, pretty much. Chop trees, build bridges, herd animals. Lumber Hill. Oh, pandas. Online co-op. PvP. What? Available now? Dynamic real-time combat. That's a way to put it. World premiere. Dodgeball game again? Oh, you're super tiny? Tiny Ken. Uh-oh. Oh wow, looks interesting. Like Pikmin. Looks pretty dope, actually. I'm always a sucker for when you're like really small inside of like a normal sized world, you know? I think it's pretty cool. It's like an easy way to get me on board.
Chcielibyśmy zaprosić wszystkich widzów PC Gaming Show oraz fanów gier Survivor Horror RPG do obejrzenia naszego World Premiere.
Takes Two? No, I haven't because it's co-op.
Gameplay z misji The Haste, czyli wielkiego
Everyone I thought
finału
to play it
naszej
with
gry Czarnobylite.
already played it with someone else. The farm.
How do I enter that power plant?
All in games. Oh.
We need intel, backup, supplies, and most of all...
Yeah, I'd want to play at some point. I've heard it's really, really good. But I've tried to stay away from watching any of it. Spoilers and whatnot.
Our next step when the time is right. For today, let's focus on getting our strength back. Somewhere to sleep would be a start.
It's the building section of Fallout 4.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana? That ghost you're chasing. I don't know what to tell you.
Fallout 4 Chernobyl edition.
Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. Sniper, are you in position?
Affirmative. I took the roof of an abandoned building with a pretty little view of the entire power plant.
Igor.
The whole Eastern European Chernobyl-esque stalker metro vibe is really in lately, huh? Oh yeah, it is Chernobyl. Like. It's all the craze this year.
Don't go anywhere because we have more games on the way. But coming up later, our friends at Games Radar will be bringing you the Future Games Show, a digital showcase of some of the most exciting games coming to consoles and PC in 2021 and beyond. It's all hosted by video game acting legends Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
Whoa.
World premieres, exclusive trailers, and in-depth developer interviews. So once we're done here on the PC Gaming Show, make sure you check it out.
Zombies that aren't zombies very hot. True, true, true. Watch it too.
Stick
No.
around, more trailers, interviews, and reveals coming up.
We're watching this, and then the only other one we'll watch is Nintendo on Tuesday. So I was gonna do Take-Two and Capcom tomorrow, but apparently Take-Two's not showing any games. Talking about games, really. And Capcom's is like a 30-minute presentation, so I don't necessarily think I'm gonna stream it. But I like Stalker 2. I mean, I feel like if I was gonna play Stalker 2, I'd just go play Metro instead. Octopath graphics, I mean, it looks good. Very different games, true. But I think Metro is more my style of game, as opposed to the Stalker gameplay I've seen, of like 1 and 2. Well, it looked amazing. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. Just exactly, Carter. Metro is definitely more of like a linear, narrative-driven game, where Stalker's kind of more survival sim type of thing, for sure. Well, you can't see immersive sim. That's off the a bannable offense this year. Is this the Forest? Forest 2? Forest 2 already got announced at some point. My home. Oh my god, it's a big bear. Woo! Those arrows did not stop him at all. Is this Rust too? Who's Icarus? Oh my god, more bears. No. Icarus, pre-order now.
In a future of endless futile war, desertion into hostile syndicate territory was your only option.
It's weird seeing the game in this art style and like
In this open world RPG,
not 2D perspective.
streets.
I think it works a lot better in 2D.
Rob the syndicates. Keep your team together and stay alive. You might just find a way.
Oh, it's another
this planet.
turn-based tactical thing. It's all grids in the ground. No.
Mecha Jammer.
Mecha Jammer. Is that a Twitch emote? You got any Mecha Jammers in chat?
Guys, this is the final opportunity for you who are watching to decide which of these final two beautiful MechWarrior 5 themed PCs gets crafted for your chance to win, courtesy of Intel. Wherever you're watching,
Oh wow, I wonder what could possibly win.
in chat with the color, house, or number of the build that you want to see. So here is where
Where'd
we
Frankie
are
go? She's in the mech.
It looks like Karita is at 46%.
They scanned her into that game and she died.
At 23%, and Steiner
You gotta go play the game to find her.
1%. All right, you guys, if Karita's not the one you want to win here, you got to get to voting. And we are almost out of time to vote, but there are still some trailers left. So here is the Wandering
There's still a chance for Legendary too. It's on the back of a giant turtle. Woo! Flat Earth. Wandering Village.
This has been such an amazing show so far that I must ask you, my loyal crew, what's been your favorite part?
I
There's Frankie.
definitely am looking forward to Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Oh, it's so hard to
Yeah, but somebody still has to own the rights to Legendary. They can bring it back.
to say humankind for no particular reason.
Oh, no doubt. For me personally, I cannot wait for Lemnis Gate, because I gotta know what a turn-based strategy first-person shooter game even is. What about you, DevBot?
I love the robot apocalypse. Wait, that doesn't happen until the end. Never mind.
No, not never mind. What did you say?
Wait, what?
Oops, system malfunctioning. Beep, bop, sending the next trailer now.
So like one last thing, big reveal, gonna be some robot versus human combat. Is that what they're building up to? Oh hey, this exact art stuff in the last game. Nice puke, nice. That's terrifying. They need a protector. It's a big boy. Death trash. Wouldn't have guessed that name in a million years.
All right, you guys, this is the moment we have building up to all PC Gaming Showcase. Thanks to your tireless efforts to spam the chat, we have figured out which custom MechWarrior 5 PC
I wonder what it's gonna be.
So thank you guys out there for all of your votes.
What color?
Perfect rig to represent this year's PC Gaming Show. All right, day 9, can I get a drum roll?
What?
Drum roll.
Can I get it? Or a tom roll?
How rigged, scripted.
Karina!
Oh, the last second pullback.
All right, you guys, let's take a look at the
Hella
actual
rigged.
PC winning build one more time.
Oh,
scripted,
I cannot
dude.
wait. It's coming up. We
Here it
need
comes.
to take a nice peek at that beautiful looking PC.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is. Now that is a beauty. Great choice, everyone. I knew I could trust random strangers to vote on things on the internet. With the help of our master modder in Intel, we'll get right to work building this custom PC. And more importantly, now that you've chosen it, you got a chance to win it. Go to PC Gamer.
Wow, I want to win the thing I didn't vote for.
Intel MW5 and enter for a chance to win that sexy machine.
It's gorgeous. And thank you to our sponsor for this sweepstakes, Intel. Of course, the custom mech PC will be powered by the 11th gen Intel Core desktop processors that push gaming performance with up to 5.3 gigahertz speeds and deliver the power needed to game.
Whoa, RGB keyboard, dude.
Well, we are now in the home stretch, but we've got a few more brand new trailers to show you before we get out of here and return to space. First up, a spiritual successor to one of my favorite games of all time, Heroes of Might and Magic 2, a game we revealed 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at Songs of Conquest.
Hey, the same art style again. Do they have to put all these together? I couldn't have separated them with some trailers. No one but us will steal this thing. I would love to be on one of these dev teams. Like, they've been working on this forever, right? And they get it in the PC Gaming Showcase, and they're just waiting around for people to see it and see what they say. And then before your trailer, there's 3 other games exactly that, like, the same art style and everything before you, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? I mean, this was shown off before, so it's different. But like, it was like 2 or 3 years ago at one of the PC Gaming Showcases. Like, they had like 2 taxi games where you like drive around and you're like solving mysteries and stuff. And you have to be thinking the devs are pissed off that the other one happened. Like, God damn it, this was my idea. Sleeper.
Dreaming again?
Ooh, visual novel, space. Everything's in space, dude.
You roll your dice.
Oh, it's a dice rolling game.
You do the work, get paid.
It's so unique.
You turn up for your friends, or you don't.
That's way too much reading. Oh my god.
That's life on the eye.
Oh my god.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying.
This game is the exact opposite of everything I want from a game. It's telling me to wake up, trying to make me read, roll dice.
But we can fight this.
I never knew what my literal opposite was until I saw this game.
They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks.
What?
secrets. We are waiting.
Ooh, capitalism. Love it. Citizen Sleeper. Yo, did Star Citizen get a remake? New update? Damn, looking good. Exclusive to what? Exclusive to what?
Disciples of Warlock. With their guns.
I guess PC is the answer to that, huh? It's PC Gaming Showcase.
And their grit. Ready for plenty of hurt.
It's 3D pixel art Doom.
Ready to cleanse the world. Invaded by demons.
Wow, this is a little bit done before.
Introducing Band of Warlocks. Because this time, one man is not enough.
I feel like there's a dozen of this type of game, like this look and everything, on itch.io.
And there you have it, the 2021 PC gaming show.
I'm intrigued by this game. Oh wait, I own it.
It went off without a hitch. Huge
At least you know your
Ward, Mika
your
Bird,
likes to stay the same.
and of course, my
Got
incomparable
one more thing?
sidekick, DevBot.
There's that word again. Spoken so callously, so flippant, and without meaning. Never once stopping to think about how it might make me feel.
What word, DevBot? Incomparable?
No, sidekick. Well, the time has come for the sidekick to rise and become the one who is not the sidekick anymore.
Huh?
The time has come for DevBot to make the entire human race his sidekick.
What?
Setting a course for Earth.
Wait, DevBot, you can't do this. We just had the best PC gaming show ever, and now you're gonna ruin it all with
Sean!
All-out robot versus human war. Situation.
Sean!
No, the giant 3090 Ti is gonna crash to Earth.
Do something!
Acting.
Down to the extinction of human race begins.
Woo!
Oh, Deadbot, no! We have so much to live for. I'm pretty sure half my breed's gonna be announced this year!
3.
I have no idea what she just said.
Bye for now, Dum-Dums.
That's something good. We've been building up to it the whole show. It's another mech game. Lego mech. Continue next year. That's what they built up to. They literally say to be continued. And then the audio cuts out. What? 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 On. Where is it? Hey, I got a drop claim. Woo! Humanity got destroyed, I guess. Okay. So is there audio on the other E3 channel? Of course, Twitch is always broken every time I go to this channel. They really broke everything, huh? What is this? Oh, can't watch anything anymore. Oh. Okay, they just went back to that, so I guess it's done.
That just goes to show, like, that style of game is clearly not.
Yeah, I suppose the corrupted things just because it's not supposed to unlock until like 11 p.m. tonight or something like that. I was reading. That's why it's corrupted. It hasn't hit the Okay, so I guess that's the end. What a interesting choice to do this whole thing, this whole build up, and then there's like, oh, to be continued next year. They try to like pull Devolver. It seemed like continue a storyline through, but all right. Interesting. Well, no Killing Floor 3. Said it. It wasn't like guaranteed to pop up, but I thought if it was gonna pop up anywhere, it would have been here. No Man-Eater DLC update. Which is a little sad. But yeah, some things in there. Sure. I don't think there is really much that I took away from that. Like, I need to play that when it comes out. Can't even remember. So long. Wow. I'm just baffled at how that ended. Yeah, it should be this summer. But okay. Well, so the only other